Hello everyone on TikTok land. I hope everyone is doing well. As for me, it is going not the way I want it to be, but it is going, and I'm trying to have a positive perspective about things. And this week I was trying to make as much money as I can, but unfortunately what happened was on Monday I got really sick, and I'm not sure what happened. I think it could be food poisoning from the food I made and ate. The rice could have been bad, or it could have been my pickled beets that could have been bad, or it could have been the sardines I got because I leave it in the back of the trunk and it's been out in the sun for a week. It could be that was bad. It could be a variety of things. And it also could be because I had too much sunlight in the eyes, because you could get sun drunk, or they say it's sun sick. It could be a variety of things, but I had a terrible time. On top of that, and I do apologize for too much information, I was constipated for about 3 days. Couldn't figure out what was going on. And now I had the really bad dizzy spell where I could not tell if it was from food poisoning or from having too much light, looking at too much light. And I was terrified because I had a, sorry for too much information, vomit. But I was very lucky because I was in the BP location. For those that don't know, it's Buena Park. I'm in the Orange County area doing the Uber Eats. And I knew places where I could go, stores I could go where I could find bushes and just do my business there. And it was terrible, and I was very grateful that I knew a place where I could pretty much vomit, because I couldn't tell what it is. I think it was food poisoning for sure, because I'll explain more when I get to that point. Because each time I threw up, I would feel a little bit better. When I get into the car, my head would start spinning like this, and it'll be very bad, and I'll have to stand up and get out and throw up again, and it'll just go back and forth like that. And it went on for about 2 hours, and I was terrified. And the reason why is I don't have a home. For those that don't know, I do stealth camping, not by choice, meaning that I'm homeless. So I don't have a restroom of my own, and I have to either find a public restroom or just be out in public, which is terrifying because it's just not good, and who knows how others would react. And where I was at, people were laughing. There were other people that were disgusted, and righteously so, because it's in a public spot, but there was nothing I could do. And I was terrified, scared, and everything, you name it, all the negative stuff. And after 2 hours has passed, I was kind of feeling okay, and then I went to the gym to see if I would feel better after a shower, and it still was not good. I mean, I still had the dizzy spell, and of course I sat in the restroom stall. It felt like 15 minutes, but I'm sure when I looked at the clock, it was more like 45 to an hour, and I still couldn't really use the restroom, nor did I vomit more, but I was still having that really heavy dizzy spell. And I decided, okay, why don't I go to the storage place, because the storage will have a personal restroom, and then I'll brush my teeth to see if I would feel any better. And it was terrible. From the drive from my gym to the storage place, it was a long drive. It was probably about 45 minutes to an hour. And the lights the people were driving with, the LED lights, especially the laser lights, the moment it got to my eyes, instantly my head started swirling very heavily. And then I tried to cover my eyes the best I can, because it kind of was forcing me to vomit, and I did not want to do that. I had the bag ready too, just in case, a plastic bag. It was terrible. The whole drive was terrible, but I was still very grateful that the Father in Heaven got me to the storage place safely, not only for me, but also for others on the road. So I was very grateful for that. And I also was very grateful because when I got to the restroom, I had the last vomit, and I think it vomited everything out of my system. So that's how I could tell it was most likely the food poisoning, whatever it may be. Unfortunately, everything I have in the fridge, I have not thrown away yet, and I think I need to. But I'm going to work today. I'm going to try my best to work because Monday I got super sick, but on Tuesday I was recovering, and I did a YouTube video on that where I'm just walking around the park. I think I was just sweating out whatever it was that I ate. And also I did not work out for a long time, and I realized I needed circulation in the body because we need to work out, not only eat right, because eating right is not enough. We need to eat right and work out. And I think another component is just to interact with others. I mean, not just online, but I mean like outside, interact, just to keep our mind, everything connected. Because when I was out in nature, oh yeah, also being out in nature, also because I think it was healing my mind, because I've been cramped up in the car for so long, trying to figure out how to make money, just worried about how I'm going to pay for this, for that, how I'm going to make more income. Just a lot of worldly woes that got me really disconnected with, not just with nature, but also with people. So when I was out at the park, it kind of reconnected, not just with nature, but also with people, and it was refreshing. And on top of that, I was healing my body from whatever it was I was going through. So I did not work for 2 days, pretty much, Monday and Tuesday, and this is Wednesday. And I hope, I hope things will be okay. I'm just very sad that I'm gonna have to throw up the food away, but in a way, I did learn something. Is not to be lazy, because I was stocking up as much as I can, but not thinking about how they could expire, or how could they could just, the food could go bad, because I got a lot of frozen vegetables and fresh ones. The fresh ones were going bad because of the heat. I'm not sure where everyone is at, but in Southern California, in Orange County, that's the area I'm at, it's been getting super hot in the daytime. I mean, incredibly hot. And my fridge is not able to keep up, even at its max setting. Is not able to keep up. So unfortunately, I also need to clean up the fridge. It's causing so much condensation, and even the freezer side, in a way, it kind of freezes, but not really, because the water will be super cold. But when I shake it, that's when it'll have a soft freeze, meaning it's not really functioning as it used to. I think the weather is just too hot for it. And oh my gosh, it's 8 minutes. But anyways, that's what I want to share, especially for those that, if you have a place of your own, be very grateful. And if you can save as much as you can, be prepared, because you never know what will happen. Because when in my younger years, I thought everything would be okay. I was working at a corporate job. I would think I would stay there for the longest time, but things did not happen the way I expected, and it was terrible. Anyways, I'm blabbing at this point. I'm sorry for going all over the place, but I wanted to share what was going on. And that's all I have for this video. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. If you're new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share. And if you're not subscribed or follow, please do so, because it'll help out the algorithm to push out my contents and let them know that I'm a good content creator. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful, and I'm very thankful, and it is encouraging for me, and I need all the encouragement I could get. And for what's next, I have no clue. I'm just going to try to clean up, of course, focus on working the Uber Eats. Hopefully things will be good for me, I hope, because I am in desperate need of funds coming in. But we shall see, because I realize things are out of my control, and there's no point in worrying and stressing out. Just try to be positive and keep things moving. Thank you all for watching. Until the next, the Father of Heaven willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua, which means see you again in Hmong, and I hope y'all will have a great day.